Okay. This is a game of turn 0 medium timer. We rolled black. GLHF Tony against Tony, aka Tones. He's promised us more spice. On last week's stream, he absolutely clowned us with E5 in response to knight f3. I got absolutely wrecked. Now we're gonna see what happens. We've been promised. Citizen Sane 78 is now following. Welcome, Citizen Sane. How's it going? Neath is here. Okay, we'll play our tournament games right after this. He said, "See if you can spot the new move," and then he played b4. Okay, the orangutan. Wow, 5D orangutan. Wow. Thank you for the follow, by the way, Citizen Sane. I will not remain a sane citizen for very long. I mean, I guess you play knight f6. It's the best move in chess, right? I like irony. Clearly. Oh my god, dude. Oh, interesting. What do I do now? Maybe e6. Why not e6, right? Defend the knight with the queen. I can also, I mean, I can f7 sack him at some point, right? He's not defending f2 rather. I mean, this must be like the what you expect when you're coming up with this. Oh boy, Tones pushed the pawn one extra than normal. Yeah. It's psychological horror for a reason. Anyone got fan art for Eldritch Horror Cross 5D Chess? Please share if you do. But I recently been going through some stress, and as a culmination of that a couple days ago, I had a dream where I played a game of 5D chess. And I even freaking remembered the rules. That was an alarm that I should just relax with my daily stuff. Dude, when this game first came out, and this is very genuine, for the first like week and a half, consistently dreamt of just 5D chess playing in my mind. Like the moves, the space with like relation to each other. The worst part was though, it didn't always make sense. So I got trapped in these loops of like looking for tactics, but the pieces didn't do what they were supposed to. You know how in dreams, yeah, I know that explaining your dreams is like the most exciting thing to listen to ever. You know, cap. But you know how like you can't steer a car properly, like people, if you're thinking of driving, it just, you pull the wheel and it doesn't do anything, or you like try to punch someone and there's no like impact, you have no purchase, or you try to run and you don't go anywhere. I was trying to like play 5D chess moves that didn't make any sense, like spatially. Okay, pause. This sets up an f7 sack. I can defend the f7 sack with this and threatening my own sack, or going to that timeline and capturing. You do this, right? You do this here. So then we put the queen here, and then after he goes or whatever, actually we can go ourselves. Our sack wins before his sack does, maybe. If we, no, because then you have an extra, no, doesn't quite work. For some reason you can fly without any problems. Yeah, man, like I was trying to, like the knights just wouldn't travel the right way, and I was like, oh, there has to be a way to do this, and I reset the position. I know that a lot of people do that when they're like studying chess. That happens to a lot of people. I was never like that immersed in like chess study. So just visualizing the space. Like I also lacked the tools and skills necessary to visualize the space accurately. Like I can't play chess blindfolded to save my life. It was it was stressful. But I was also really just in love with the game. That's interesting. Is there like any reason not to? Okay, if you don't travel here, if you didn't push the c3 just to get like queen b6 and then, or sorry, queen b3 and then travel. Poison's here. Happy New Year, Poison. Oh shit, does cement no e6 theory? No, not even close. Not at all. I just wanted to defend the knight against the turn 1 Frappuccino. Not that I really had to be honest, because taking with the G-pawn actually isn't that bad in this game. Because you open up the file, it lets you activate your rook early. Like it's just not a big deal. So actually, I probably should have just played d5. I just got spooked because it's tones. But if you look at, if you didn't do this just to get your queen out to b3 and then to travel to turn 1, then it's just terrible, right? It's awful. Your knight can't go anywhere. It's the straitjacket opening. It's the straitjacket opening. That's what it is. The theory as developed by Sonoy, but you know, really polished up by tones here. We'll just play queen b6. We're gonna be able to travel soon unless he wrecks his pawn structure. Right here, in not this turn, but the next turn, right? Here on that board, yeah. So not next turn, but the turn afterward, we'll be able to travel to here, which is just good. That's really good. I don't know if we will, but we can. Right? Look, isn't this good? Because then we can like check and then check. And then maybe it's not that great. Without e3 pushed first, I don't know. But at the very least, it means that this doesn't actually result in very much. Whatever, we're playing the game. I just remember that one time I fell asleep and came up with an turn 1.5 opening in my dream that I ended up using in the tourney. That's fucking sick. Holy shit. The perfected straitjacketed. The perfected straitjacked ends in a forced draw. Jesus. You can fly with no problems. That is a thing. Enjoy the song played during Jekyll and Hyde chess. Yeah. Happy New Year, Smet says 4-player chess. Happy New Year, 4-player chess. How are you doing? How's it going? Okay, this we anticipated. But we don't need, if he travels, this queen is quite content to just do whatever, right? Like this queen will, you know, against the, where's this? Is this turn 1 now? No, it doesn't go anywhere. Wait, what? What does this queen do? What do you do, queen? Queen. What's going on here? We can't do this yet. Never mind, we can't do this yet. It's not turn 0 though, it's turn 1. But he pushed b4. Okay, so his queen now defends against our turn 0. That's why he did this. Because he had to defend against our turn 1 sack. Hi, Luke. Hi, Luke. How's it going, Liquid Fire? Oh, man. Okay. Okay. Listen. This is such a weird... Man, never thought I'd see the orangutan in 5D chess. Okay, what's our way forward? Okay, I guess this doesn't threaten anything. We don't have to worry about anything. Our queen's a little misplaced. We didn't actually have to defend. Miscalculated that. That was a turn off. We just get our knight in. Ready for... Get ready to do some wacky stuff. Our queen is like so terribly misplaced here. That's really frustrating. We could go to turns. No, I think it's too late for us to travel to turn 0, right? Push here, take. Hold on. Push here. Takes. Take here. Oh, leaving the pawn here enables him to en passant when we push this to get our bishop here to recapture the queen in the past. So actually, all of... Wow, it's crazy that the thing that I was calculating doesn't actually work for that reason. Holy shit. Still kind of spicy. Takes gives us the ability to pivot over in this direction, right? You know what? Let's moon first. Let's moon first. Let's moon first. It was a turn off. Cement 2k to 2, yeah. Lol, I'm gonna make the crab opening happen. Is crab b4 g4 or a4 h4? Which one's crab? Someone remind me. Someone with more chess meme knowledge. Whoa. What does that mean? This must be good. Wait, what? Hold on. So now he wants to sack, get the... Knight out, over. This gives us the opportunity to do this, which actually might be really good. Because then... Check, check, take, sack. One turn in the pass. I don't mind opening this. Do we want to do this? Take, push, take. With maybe... Here and then push is good for us. Here and then push is probably really good for us. I mean, if take... Sack actually might be worth it if the... I don't think I want to let him sack into this knight, though. Could also kick the queen. Okay, candidate moves. Take with the bishop. Activate, get the bishop pointed at d2. Get the knight out of harm's way. g4 is less convincing just because h3. e4. And then that gives us like turns where spookiness exists. Two turns in the past, up. Okay, kick the queen as well. Kick queen, then what? I like this kind of bishop outpost, so to speak. What do we do if this happened? Bishop up? Then take here is just too good, right? Then we can like push this many turns later, play bishop g7, and then do the classic Tchaikovsky. Can we beta Tchaikovsky here? Let's beta Tchaikovsky. Let's beta Tchaikovsky. We're gonna beta Tchaikovsky. Laura, it's possible that we might bait a Tchaikovsky. I wouldn't dare beta Tchaikovsky, but we definitely are gonna beta Tchaikovsky. A4 into Frappuccino? What? Crab opening is A4 H. Okay, it is A4 H4. I got you. It's called 2022 because of the sequel of 2020. It's so dumb, but I smiled. Laura, do you realize that werewolves are a thing in the Twilight universe, but not what, like, Jacob's people are called? They're a separate thing. Yeah. Fun fact. No, that's it. Like, werewolves exist in the Twilight universe. The thing that the people who can turn into wolves are not werewolves. They don't call them werewolves. I don't know. I guess they're just wolves. I don't know what they call them, but they're a separate thing. Isn't that just a little infuriating? Daddy McSpank me. Thank you so much for the follow. Unclear. Okay, hold on. Give me a sec. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Daddy McSpank me. And a Happy New Year, everyone. Okay. Listen. What God isn't blessing right now is this board state. It's pretty cursed. I was baiting a Tchaikovsky. He didn't take the bait. I didn't take into account the fact that pushing this pawn meant that this bishop no longer had access to b4, but I think we just take b4 with the queen. Right? Because then if takes, then we just get this pawn, and we've got this shit trained right at, no, yeah, right. Come on, right? Yes? No? Yes? Right? Here? Yeah, we'll do it. We'll take it. Welcome to the stream. Thanks for the follow. Thanks for the support. Hope you're having a good time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year to everybody. Have fun with your name. By far not the worst I've seen. It's an old meme, but I've got a soft spot for dumb usernames. I derive so much pleasure out of... I don't know how much of you guys watched StarCraft Brood War, like in the early days of esports. Back when like Tastosis was casting, it was like before StarCraft 2 came out or anything. But people would like submit questions for like after post-game interviews and stuff, and they'd always read out the usernames, and the usernames Artosis would read them out, and they weren't even particularly funny, but it was just like a little bit of silliness in a place where it wasn't like explicitly prompted. Just brought me so much joy. I'll never forget the legend of Poop Feast 420, who just sent in like so many questions. You can find compilations on the internet of Artosis reading out slightly dumb usernames. It's a good time. Vlad the Inhaler, that's pretty good. Like, it's not even clever. It just sparks joy, doesn't it? It's so stupid. There's something about it. There's like a whimsy to it, you know? Incredible. Laura is sharing her crochet creations with me as we play. Near quad, far quad. What the fuck? Oh, I did not consider that he could simply defend the pawn with impunity. Okay, there must be, look, okay, singly defended pawns. Let's get into Peppo G territory. Enough memes. In the game of 5D chess with multiverse time travel, it doesn't apply to 5D chess without multiverse time travel. Singly defended pawns are a big red flag. You gotta think, okay, if I time travel to a square where I capture a singly defended pawn, and it can only be recaptured once, then if I can capture it again there's nothing my opponent can do. Connect 4 is on the board, so technically my opponent has won. Congratulations. Take all of my elo. Hold on. A common travel in a situation like this is where you travel a knight back to here, because then it mates the king, it checks the king in the past on this board, and then after like the single travel, or after the single capture rather, you take it again with a knight, and then it's game over. But I do need another knight in the mix, and I have so thoughtlessly destroyed my ability to activate this knight in particular. A bishop out here, I think. If I can like get this bishop out here, that's gonna be helpful. How can I've got a knight here and it's in a very good spot. Taking here. Is thought-provoking. Oh, man, my pieces really do suck, don't they? What have I been doing this game? sacking here might be a play. I mean, king takes, and then he's got to cover this up, but this pawn becomes a liability. Maybe I think all... Okay, I can either push this pawn to activate this bishop, which creates like a minor weakness in my structure, or I could activate this bishop coming out here, but then, okay, I want to be able to attack this pawn in a way that he can't prevent. Like if I develop bishop e6, then he can push h4 to prevent my bishop from seeing any of his critical pawns. So maybe actually we do this. Crowusbuck, thank you so much for the follow. Gaming, indeed. Welcome to the channel. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy New Year. Thanks for the support. Hope you enjoy. We're just playing some 5D chess. You know, not a big deal. Making plays, doing our best. I saw a streamer read weird usernames from follow messages. Someone named Genocider4 wrote that he now thinks his username is boring. Jesus Christ. All right. I mean, I draw the line at, you know, it's just that, like, hate humor is so played out on the internet, you know? I think we can do better. You know what I mean? Like, whoa. Whoa. But why? But why? I mean, it threatens the rook, which is, you know, a reasonable deal. I have to respond to it, but I don't know, doesn't that like hurt his structure more than it helps him? Maybe he's gonna take here. That's fine. I suppose the question is how we're gonna choose to defend this. Probably we're just gonna shift the rook. I'm not gonna waste everybody's time here. That's definitely what we're doing. Most legendary username I know is Shivering Erotic King Banana. It's alright. I don't know, most legendary username, those are strong qualifiers. Unfinished Centec is pretty good. That one's that one's decent. Shivering Erotic King Banana. That's like one of those, what's the website that, is it maybe Imager, or there are websites where they use like phrases as URL like encoding, you know? This is also, we can take this here, and that looks pretty good. Because then you push this, he can't take because he loses the rook. Yeah, see, this just doesn't bother me very much. Maybe it should. Maybe it should. Yeah, let's just do one of these. Maybe this is gonna happen. I mean, obviously not because it hangs. Is this a big deal? Is there any world in which we capture here? Probably not. Maybe there is. No, I want to do this. We'll just do this. Not a big deal. We're not very fussed. We're not very fussed. I'm looking to get a bishop here so that I can then travel 2 turns in the past to this pawn. You can't do that because after the first recapture, the pawn recaptures itself. So you also need to be able to take advantage of that on the main board. Okay, the plan I was going for actually doesn't really work, unfortunately. So what we're gonna have to do then is bishop here, take it, pawn recaptures, then the mating move has to be the knight taking the pawn 2 turns in the past, which is an issue. That's one way to repair your structure. It adds another defender to this pawn, which I was not counting on that. I mean, that's legit, actually. Ooh. What do you guys think of this? What do you guys think of this? Also, honestly, is trading bishops here? I really, well, okay. I got a little too excited before I forgot that even though it hasn't moved yet, that knight is still in the game. Let's not make any absurd one-move blunders. There are many ways to skin our opponent here. This is maybe an interesting one. Well, he trades. I don't know. Maybe we trade for the bishop pair? It's honestly, a knight here might be better in 5D chess. We have decisions. We don't want to flag either. So hold on. Give me a sec to think about this. Probably the most responsible play is to threaten this pawn with a knight here, right? Gets our knight developed. That's the one benefit of having to... Let's do this. Let's do this. Knight here, threatening all kinds of shenanigans in a second. Getting our second knight here is also a great way to make the tactic happen that I discussed earlier. This, like, skewering the bishop to hit the rook, maybe, to trade dark square bishops if we feel like that's necessary is an idea. But right now, our pieces are actually beginning to coordinate, like, okay. This is a tourney match? This is not a tourney match. This is the pre-tourney match. We're going to play a tourney match right after this. This is a Tony, good old Tony, Tony Two Pawns, offered us a spicy display, and he delivered with 1b4. It's a spice match. Yeah. Overall, I mean, this isn't exactly a habanero, you know, but it's like a different kind of, it's like an off-normal spicy. It's not like a drives you crazy spicy, not a tourney match, just a Tony match. That's good. Just take the year out of tourney. And you get a Tony match. We can. What does this do? What are you thinking? Tony, explain yourself. He can't actually get like Tchaikovsky. This is a you don't think about the Tchaikovsky, but he could get Tchaikovsky here. And trades kick. Isn't this good for us? Trade kick. Well, maybe it's not because we lose our forward knight. Then dude, he gets Tchaikovsky here. Do you think he knows the anti-Tchaikovsky? Okay, so the Tchaikovsky, for anyone who doesn't know, the idea of the Tchaikovsky is a 5D chess tactic wherein you goad your opponent into moving to a square next to which there is an undefended square, where you can travel to the undefended square before the turn where the king on the main timeline moved to the square that he moved to, so that you check the king the next turn from the undefended square to where the king moves on the main timeline on this square. So in other words, if we took here and then he takes with the king, if we can travel a bishop to g2 on this turn, then it will check his king on f2 the turn after. Hey Ryan, how's it going? I wasted so much time explaining that, but that's what I'm contemplating right now. Do we trade here? Maybe we do. Let's just trade. In the interest of time, I was gonna trade. Take here, I'm actually happy with. That's actually good. I want a Tchaikovsky, but my bishops aren't in a position where... Okay, let me think. What does he have to do to prevent... Well, here's the thing. If he trades here, then bishop here... No, it needs to be my... It needs to be my queenside bishop here, right? So I want to travel... Wait, I could have Tchaikovsky'd here. I just described how to Tchaikovsky, and then I thought he could prevent it, but I don't think he can prevent the Tchaikovsky without sacking a piece. Is that true? Right? Because here, he'd have to... I mean, or he could not take. I think I prefer this, actually. We're taking back for sure. What have we done? He's lost a defender in his position. I've lost my useless knight. And this pawn is gone, obviously. We're up the pawn. We can still Tchaikovsky, fam. We can still Tchaikovsky. To Tchaikovsky or not to Tchaikovsky? This now is singly defended. I can Tchaikovsky, right? Well, I can't get my... it's gonna be a bitch to get my bishop to a place where I can... jeez. Man, this isn't fun. Okay. What if I push here? He takes take. He can't prevent the take. That's better for us than it is for him, right? Is there any way that backfires? Take. Okay, hold on. The Tchaikovsky is risky because there isn't... the Tchaikovsky is risky because of this bishop, to be honest. I do really want the opportunity to travel back to... Or we could do this. And then here... and then take this on this board. He takes with the bishop. Let's check. Oh, or we could travel to here on this board. That's not good. We could also... Here's what I'm gonna do. I think that we're gonna have an easier time... I meant to push this pawn. Chat, what's wrong with me? Chat, what's wrong with me? I meant to push this pawn. It's fine. Everything is fine. I meant to push this pawn. I definitely meant to push this pawn. To threaten the bishop, I didn't want to... The wrong piece here to threaten the bishop was played. I don't... Saved? Saved. Saved? Now he's thrown me off. Wait, why didn't he just take... Why didn't he just take? I guess he didn't want to open up the... Well, yeah, I guess he would have had trouble closing the diagonal, huh? So actually it wasn't really much of a blunder at all. Let's take here. Bishop for bishop feels okay. Now, I think that we'll go here. Save our knight, and then as soon as something happens to this knight, we really want to get our rook into the mix here. Activating this rook, I think, is going to be crucial. The important thing here, I push the beej pawn. When the bishops are beej pawns, famously, having the... You fucked up, dog. Look, this is... We can anti-castle travel now until the cows return to their resting place, but I don't even need to do that. Because this isn't mate because he moves the turn after. Oh, fuck. And then he can move the... Oh, shit, dude. We don't have the... Okay. Everyone calm down. We can anti-castle travel is what I wanted to say. I don't know if we can, though. Can we afford to anti-castle travel? He doesn't have any bishops. Right, that's one thing that I was going to say. If you don't have bishops... That's a big imbalance in the game of 5D chess. I don't want to flag. Here and then here actually is useless. Here and then there doesn't work. Here and then there doesn't do anything either. So let's kick this knight. Let's not flag. Okay, we are now under 1 minute on the clock. I think that we're in an advantageous position. It is important, however, that I don't fuck this up. So give me a sec. I can castle queenside, which is probably what I'm going to do. I'm trying to move this bishop, this beach pawn, out of the way. What? I think he thought that he had tactics that he doesn't actually have. Because now he takes and it's discovered check and he attacks the knight, but I can block the regular check with my knight. We just won a piece, as far as I'm concerned. That was awesome. Now we can just play the game like normal. Now we'll do a Castleino ourselves. I'm not too worried about the fact that we don't have... is that going to be an issue? That might be an issue. The knight here is spooky. And then he can't... I might regret my words and also my deeds here. And then it doesn't look great, does it? Okay, here, castles. And then there 2 turns in the past doesn't work. There, that's undefended. Chat, remember what I said earlier? I didn't mean any of it. I think that this is a bad spot. I think that we are now under fire. And we don't want to flag. So let's just do this. I think that might be the best play. It didn't take long for everything to fall apart. No, but we're fine. We just need to not flag. Oh no. Oh, we've succumbed to our own hubris. Oh, jeez. Okay. Well, we gotta deal with that knight, man. Knight's in the endgame. It's bad news. At least now we can take here. We gotta get our rooks and... Ah, jeez. Guys, this is trouble. Let's do a quick one of these. I need to focus. Captures here. Honestly, king here. Back to here is not a push here, then king here. Yeah, push here, then king here. Oh, but this is actually... Oh, then he has a 1-turn travel mate, which is a problem. We do need to defend that square, which we can do here. No! Oh, guys, we had the move. Okay. That's an anticlimax. Well, I saw the moves. I saw how we won the game there. We just flagged. Epic fail. For those of you who are new to the channel, wait, this happens a lot. This happens a lot. Although actually, we had to have an issue there, because if he trades here, we were probably lost. I don't know if he saw it. He had 7 minutes, so he probably saw it. But if we moved here to prevent like this from being mate in 1, then the only thing holding this position together, which is why I wanted to push h6 before playing king g7, was because he can take the knight with the rook here, and this knight is the only thing preventing him from traveling 2 turns into the past with this knight. To mate us like this, so he can just trade in, and then boom, and then he can travel, and then he wins. so he did have the win on the board. Oh, well, that was a roller coaster. That was a roller coaster of a game. Super Cement Mode doesn't always activate. Yeah, it doesn't always activate. Proof that 1b4 is winning. Hey, 1b4 has now won 100% of the games that it has been played against me, so I can't argue with that. As a GG, I think that I oftentimes have this issue where, not just the flagging issue, but I think that we had like a lot of ways to push like an advantage and work toward a win condition in this game, but I just kept bouncing between game plans rather than really sort of like committing to one. I got like distracted at several points in the game in a way that didn't do me any favors. I think probably And it took us a lot of time to do that too. We wasted so much time. Hey, I mean that's the game, right? Oh, that was a GG. It happens. Well played.